Hello everyone, let's take a really quick look at classes in Python. So I'm going to create a file called one.py and create a class called A and make it inherit of object. Inheriting of objects is a feature that was added in Python 2.2, and the main reason for this is simply because it's a mechanism for adding the ability to inherit of Python classes that were implemented in C. You really don't have to worry about it too much. Just remember to inherit from objects. You write class, the name of the class, and then object. And let's add a member function. So we'll call it func and add self. Self is the actual object that we're currently operating on. So it's basically the object that this class currently represents. This is a Python idiosyncrasy. You don't have to worry about it too much. It's a little bit like this in C++, and we'll simply say print func. All right. Now let's instantiate an object of type A and call a.func. Save this and run it, and this prints func. Okay, fine. Now we are going to add a member function called init. So def init self, and we are just going to print init for now. Save this, run the code again, and as you can see, init actually gets called by default when the object gets created. So this is very useful for instantiating member variables. So let's add an argument. Let's call it arg1 and say self dot member equals arg1, and we'll say print self.member. And now when we instantiate A, we'll just say some argument. Now when we run this, we actually see that it prints some argument. Likewise, we can also add default arguments as we would with any other function in Python. And let's also create another object. We'll call it a2 equals a some other argument value on another object, and call a2.func. Let's run this, and this calls some argument, and now some other argument value on another object. So as you can see, putting our code inside classes and inside member functions basically allows us to operate on data and encapsulate that data and that functionality within a class. This is what's referred to as object-oriented programming. It's something which is under much debate at the moment, but anyway, that discussion is beyond the scope of this video. For now, really, all you have to remember is that this is the real basics of creating a class and using a class in Python, and we shall delve more in depth into classes in future videos. Thanks for your attention, and I'll see you in a future video.